had a plan to use Abraham and his wife Sarah to bring blessing to the whole world. When God told Abraham to leave his home, Abraham obeyed. Then God promised Abraham and Sarah a big family, as numerous as the stars in the sky. Even though they didn't have children yet, God promised that their family would have an important role in fixing the world God made. But there was one big problem for Abraham and Sarah. They were way too old to have a baby. Most people their age were great-grandparents. As they waited year after year, they made up their minds that God would not be giving them children after all. It would have to be a miracle for them to have a baby. "There's no way that I could have a baby. I'm too old." "God is going to have to find another way. We can't have a family anymore." But one day, Abraham was sitting outside his tent near some large oak trees. It was very hot. Suddenly, he saw 3 men standing in front of him. Abraham didn't know it, but these were messengers sent by God. Abraham and Sarah prepared a feast to show these mystery guests kindness. When Abraham brought out the food, one of the men said, "Where is your wife, Sarah?" Abraham hadn't told them Sarah's name, but Abraham responded, "She's inside the tent right now." Then God spoke words to Abraham through one of the messengers. "In 1 year I will return, and by then Sarah will have a son." Sarah overheard what the man said. She looked down at her wrinkled body and couldn't help but laugh. What a silly thought! Her have a baby? The men heard her laugh, and they said to Abraham and Sarah, "Is there anything too hard for the Lord?" Then the 3 men got up and left. A year's time passed, and things were going well for Abraham and Sarah. Just as God had promised, Sarah got pregnant and gave birth to a son. She and Abraham were about 100 years old when God allowed them to have a baby. Remembering Sarah's laughter, Abraham and Sarah named the baby Isaac, which means laughter. Sarah said, "God has given laughter to me. Everyone who hears this will laugh with me." Abraham and Sarah discovered that God keeps his promises, even when they seem impossible. They knew that if God could give them a baby when they were so old, God would keep his other promises too. Through their laughter, God was going to make a big family for them. God would keep his promise to bless the world through them because God keeps his promises.